With me, I have amazing friends who have become friends over time. And I would like to introduce Gladys, just to introduce yourself and talk about your company, what you do in 2 minutes or less. Then I can ask you a follow-up question.
Thank you, Joseph and team. So my name is Gladys Gideon. I am the CEO and co-founder of T Point Capital, which is a microfinance fully regulated by the Central Bank of Kenya. What we do, we advance loans to MSMEs so that they can be able to increase their cash flow. They can also be able to improve their efficiency of operations. They can also improve their balance sheet by improving their or getting assets that generate income for their business. And again, we also offer what we call consumer loans in those businesses in case there are emergencies. At times you find these MSMEs do not have money to even pay their employees' salaries. They come to us, we are able to sell loans to them as easy as possible. That is selling convenience, and they manage to pay their employees on time. So in a nutshell, that is what we do at T Point Capital.
And so I know a bit of what you do, and just interacting with you over time, I've really been challenged to really hear your story about how you co-founded T Point Capital and the impact, especially in creating of jobs that Sylvie has just mentioned that are rare in this part of the world. Would you please just share with us like what has been your journey and just the inspiration and what really you go beyond just to help your clients and also employees that you work with?
When we thought of, with my co-founder, when we thought of starting up T Point, this was attributed by especially my experience in the financial sector, where the last responsibility was dealing with the healthcare sector in the country, in Kenya. And when dealing with the healthcare service providers, you could find majority of them in good character. Some of them a constant or a consistent cash flow, but they could not get loans from the banks. Why? Because they lacked probably just collateral. Then we sat down and we just asked ourselves, how can we be able to foster this progress, especially in the healthcare sector? So we identified some of these customers and looked at the impact that they were creating. Because you could get to a facility, maybe a small clinic with a doctor and probably a cleaner. You give them small money, probably we are talking about even 500 USD. And once they pay that amount later, you come and find they've even employed 5 or 6 other employees. So we were asking ourselves, how can we extend this grace to be able to give more impact? And we realized that we can extend this directly and also indirectly. How does this work? Indirectly, you find like you're giving probably, maybe we can talk about even a loan of between 10,000 Kenya shillings to 1.5 million Kenya shillings. They grow gradually. And as they grow gradually, you find they are able to offer services to the community and also grow the community by even employing the educated or even the non-educated and train them to be able to get proper employment. Then directly, we were looking at when we began, I was myself, the CEO, and one staff. And we began, 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 we began Then we are proud today to say we've got about 13 employees, and we are talking about 60 women, 60% are women, 65% of these people are also youth, and we are building them to grow their, number one, their income. And just to mention a story from where we are saying, we are creating formal employment. There's a time I visited one of our clients who was doing construction. Then I noticed one of the employees was the one that he was like, he's looking like this is an educated person, but desperate because he's not doing the right what he learned in school. Then I just approached this young man, inquired from this young man, what did you learn from school? And I just realized he has a Bachelor of Commerce. And fortunately, we were also looking for someone who can do financial records for us or an accountant for us. So we were able to unpick this person who was getting a pay of 60 USD and be able to extend from 60 to 300 US dollars pay income. So and again, for him, even practicing what he learned in school, you can see the grace in all the how this person appreciates what we did to him, just unpicking him and giving him this opportunity. So what does this mean? Not only giving them the income, we are also able to mentor them, to train them from a formal and an informal way of employment to formal way. Again, we also employ some of them just fresh from college, and you find our minimum wage being 300 USD. It also really motivates them to support their families. It also motivates them even to get back to extend their college or get more trainings, and even pushing them to be able now to grow professionally. You can see the motivation in these in the employees, and every now and then that gives me a lot of joy. Even when I am feeling a bit weak to go to work, that gives me a lot of joy when I remember that. Again, I had Sylvia mention about some meals, and you might think it's just a simple thing in Kenya, but you give these people breakfast in the office and you can see just the excitement that comes in with that. They're too excited, they are joyful, and you find even they bring the team so together, and it gives me joy. The other day we were celebrating a birthday of one of our staff members, and just through that extension of just appreciating someone, themselves came up with a welfare kitty, and they're saying, by the time we are getting to 20, we'll come up with a circle and we'll be able to even loan ourselves and guarantee ourselves. And I'm like, okay, this is quite exciting. So the only responsibility I was told to do is, can you be the patron of this circle? And I'm okay with that, and I was very happy about it. Again, through also the medical cover that we also give to them and their families. Not most of them have got families, but even the individuals, you find they can even access to good or quality healthcare through our medical cover, which makes them, I can say, makes them builds their confidence, and they're also growing economically. Again, I can say we also give them smaller loans, subsidized loans. And what are these loans for? You might find some of them, someone is a firstborn in their family or is the only breadwinner in their family. Give them these small loans and they're able even to support their siblings with school fees. They're even able to support their families with, I've got one who is currently now constructing a semi-permanent house for their parents. And you can see the loyalty or the excitement as they also give back to T-Point. So I can say creating employment, it's one thing that brings a lot of joy to T-Point. And looking at this directly to our employees and indirectly to the MSMEs that we support. We give them money, but you can see the multiplier extending to other, to the community through even employment there. And it's a good thing. We really appreciate on that. Yeah. Mm.
Thank you so much, Gladys. So I was just doing my maths here for the first story of from 60 USD to 300 USD. That's like over 300% increase, which is really inspiring. And just one of the other things that I think really connects a lot with us here, even just the formation of that welfare. And here, the context that we have is like if team members come together, staff members come together to put in some money at the end of the month, they really create, that cushion that can help each of them when they're going through challenges. So that's really inspiring and also just challenging at the same time.